Internet, your friendly neighborhood gremlin here, and today we are going to build Apple her very own orchard. Actually, really kind of proud about how this build came out, I think. This is definitely, hands down, the best exterior I have ever done, and we'll get to that last, so I guess you'll have to stay tuned and wait if you want to see what our end result is. I don't know why I ran around and like clicked those things. Usually I remember not to, but you know, anyway, doesn't matter. I love this Apple wallpaper, like so much do I love this Apple wallpaper. It is so cute. And then just to sort of go with the wallpaper, we ended up sort of in like a cabin vibe, which is nice. It also sort of matches the outside. And now we're going to try and build up. I think we start with the kitchen, which makes sense because she wants to have the fruit basket, which we'll put on top of the fridge. And we end up with just sort of all of this sort of natural toned wood, which kind of goes together. I think we end up with some dark stuff, but that's just because some of the wood, like log furniture and stuff we use, and it doesn't have just like a natural option, so we end up with a little bit of dark wood. Now we're gonna fiddle with this for a little bit because I don't entirely know what I want. So we're gonna end up with the stove and the sink on the one side, and then the fridge and the counter on the other, which ends up being a nice sort of small, entirely functional kitchen, which is good. And now we're gonna build out just like a little counter, and so you can like sit down and eat dinner, which is cute, with the little apple chairs. Oh, I also love the apple chairs. Genuinely, I was a little bit afraid when I agreed to do this because I had no idea where we were gonna go, but it turned out really cute, so I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, so she ends up with a bedroom in the back, and then we have a sort of television lounge area, and then a reading nook in the other corner. Here we are trying to make the wall big enough, but only like just big enough because I don't want to make the room bigger because, I don't know, 10 seems huge and unreasonable, and then I have to fill more space with Apple-themed furniture, which I don't have. So here we're going to try and use the partition to see so we don't block off all of that fun apple texture, but we end up with the wall, and then we get to fiddle with the bed for a while too. Here we're just going to pull out some of the items that are in the order section because I try to use those as much as I can, and we're going to build our little TV area. It's going to end up turned the other way because it looks better. And then we get more of those partition things. What are they called? I don't know. The ones with the slats off on the sides there, which, I don't know, makes it look kind of cute, I think, in the end. And now we're just pulling some items I kind of want. I find it really weird that we have the hamster cage because Apple is a hamster, but I also kind of think it's hilarious, so that's why she has her own pet hamster, as strange as that may sound. And we're just pulling out some of the sort of miscellaneous stuff that we want, and then I'm going to discover the apple pattern, which I totally forgot existed, and now all of my fabric is going to be apple colored, so be prepared for that. This house is very heavy on the apple theme. And here we're going to try and use the double bed because, I don't know, as a person who sleeps on a double bed, the double bed is always my first go-to option, and I wanted to put things on both sides of it, so we're going to try and fudge it and see if we can fit it. It's not going to fit. We're just going to end up with a single bed. We end up using the ranch bed, so it matches the kitchen, which is nice. Are you guys single bed or double bed people? I mean, I guess as you become an adult, you sort of get a double bed, but I hadn't slept in a single bed since I was like 7, because I think when we moved me into my new room after the kid was born, that was when we got my bunk bed, and I've been in a double bed ever since, and it's just better because I don't sleep like a normal human. I sleep sideways, so like I have the bed against the wall, and then I sleep straight down this way, which wouldn't work in a single bed. I'd be too short, and then I'd have to sleep like a normal person. I don't know. Sleeping long ways just is not my idea of a good time. Now we're going to try and figure out which sort of stools we can use as end tables because the end tables are too big, and we're going to try and fit that leaf table in. It ends up moving over to our reading nook, and we do get it to hang out in there, so That's nice. Then we can move the wall back so it's not cutting off the window. And that's pretty much the bedroom until we add all the mini stuff. Here we are, we're going to do the sort of entertainment center. Is that what you would call that? Even though the television is on the floor. Oh, and I put this little wood partition in front of the bed there. I don't know. I think it looks really cute. It's extremely impractical because no one's going to be able to walk through it. But again, it's Animal Crossing. No one's actually going to walk through it. And I liked the way it looked better than I liked the way it didn't look. It just sort of gives you a sort of separation from the bedroom and the kitchen because they are kind of like just staring at each other. And that'd be weird if you had like two people, one person in bed and the other person hanging out in the kitchen. I don't know, seems weird. So now we're going to get us a little umbrella stand with the apple colored fabric because I am addicted to apples, apparently. And now we're just going to pull out some books because bookshelves are very important in all builds. And essentially just the thing you put in a corner when you don't know what else you're going to put in there because you didn't want to build a bathroom. And you still have 4 corners of a room. Are you guys any good at sort of not quadranting off rooms like this? Where things just sort of like are all together? Maybe more like a studio kind of style? I don't know. I can't do it. I try real hard. I cannot do it. Also, that peacock chair is absolutely perfect because the natural wood also had like a red cushion. I thought I hit the jackpot. And so here, more of the apple because we love a good apple. And then we're going to put those candles in the bedroom sort of as a lamp and a little wooden owl alarm clock because, I don't know, because he is cute, I guess. Who knows? God. Oh, we got the kettle on the stove, mostly just because it was red. Somehow I feel like I need to put things on all the things, and then it feels like it might be too cluttered, but it looks really empty if you don't. We're going to try and use the bottles. The bottles don't work, so we end up with some pots above the counter in the back there, which is nice. And then we're going to get some plants. We end up with not really anything on that apple wall except for the pots, because of it just sort of makes everything look a little bit busier than I want. Oh, I put the pots over there too. Yeah, I took everything off the apple wall. Here we are. We've got the bulletin board just because it was one of those things she said she wanted, and it's got a picture of an apple on it, and I didn't even have to do it myself. I'm gonna put some keys by the door because I thought that was like a nice touch. And now above the television so the wall's not empty and weird in there, we're just gonna do a set of 3 images. One of the apples, one is like the custom design, and then we've got the words because I love those like fairy tale words. That is hands down the best picture in the game, at least in my opinion. And now we're gonna try and do ceiling things. Ceiling things are hard for me, I find. I don't know, it feels weird to have to try and fit lights places. I don't feel like I do a very good job. So we put the hanging shelves by the partition wall, again, just so it doesn't look so weird and empty, because the other side has the other things going on there, which is nice. And then we put in some birds and the ornithopter. I don't know. I think it's just like a old plane. But again, it came in a natural colored wood, and we thought that was a nice idea. So now we're gonna head outside, which is exciting. You should be excited because this is good. So we're gonna actually end up making it fall. I managed to do this red thing real quick. Like, we found the red house, and it works, and it's great. I'm so pleased. She ends up with mushrooms on the door, which is maybe kind of weird, but then only apple trees. Only apple trees. Yeah, we're gonna make it fall too, so yeah, I don't know. I ended up really proud of myself for managing to like lay out the trees like that, which sounds dumb because literally I just put some trees down. See, now it's fall and it's all cute. Stop making the trees orange. I don't know, everything just kind of goes together. I ended up with some white and red plants and some of these red, are they the hibiscus bushes? I think they might be the hibiscus bushes. We've got daisies and mums and, ooh, are they pansies? Do they call them pansies in Animal Crossing? Is that what they're called? I don't know. We've got sort of a variety of flowers, and just sort of putting things together, we end up using this fence, which I'm really pleased to also change this color, because I was worried it wasn't going to. It was just going to be like bright green, and I was going to be sad. But here we are, like creative uses of fencing, which is not a thing I do very well. And we're just going to put out like a little seating area, so you can sort of hang out and enjoy the beautiful outdoors with 4 chairs, because you always need 4 chairs, right? That's how that goes. We put some flowers down there, again, not entirely sure why. And then to do the path up to the house, I thought we'd use circles, because that was going to be the best way to get it to look sort of like it was actually going there, and it wasn't from 2 wide to 3 wide, because why it does that is it should not be allowed to do that. It seems cruel. I have to tell you, it seems cruel. But this is Animal Crossing. We just kind of deal with what we got. And so we're going to use these black dirt I have that I put on my island because I like it. I don't know. I've had a hard time trying to use the black dirt, but I wanted the browns to match better, and the wood was too red, and it was just a whole big thing. So, yeah, it's the exterior. Now we're going to come inside and realize we forgot to put rugs down. And I really wanted to use that little apple rug, so we put that in our little reading corner, and then we just put a little round rug under the bed. We tried to use this one. I really like the teal, like with the red, which would have been a fun idea if I had incorporated more of that color, but I didn't. So that's just how it goes, I guess. Maybe next time we can pull in a bunch of that color. Oh, and we put a mat in the kitchen. Just one of those things that I just kind of feel like is necessary. I don't know, just is kind of nice. I guess it's less nice in real life. I don't know. So here we are. We're going to do our little walkthrough. I'm going to snap a little picture. Why is she smelling the fridge? You have to wonder about why she smells the fridge. Yeah, so here we are. I'm going to get little shots of our outfits because I'm the kind of person who gets way too excited about outfits. And now we're just going to try and fuss around and try and take a picture. The inside picture turns out fine, but it's not that exciting, so we go and we take one outside, which I do believe is the picture I'm going to put in the thumbnail, because I couldn't get the picture without the partition with the juice there, and it was bothering me. So we're going to go and try and do it outside, which will be better. And yeah, have you guys decorated Apple's home, or done any of the other fruit villagers who wanted fruit-themed homes? Let me know. Do you like apples? I only like Granny Smith apples. Or, yeah, no, pretty much just Granny Smith apples. I don't know, I find red apples kind of mealy and gross. That's probably just a me thing, though. So yeah, that is the end of our video. So, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all tomorrow.